What's up, Soul Fam? How are you? Welcome back to my channel, Spiritual Daosith. I'm Daosith LeMay. I hope you are all doing great out there. For anyone that is new, thank you for taking time to watch this video, and I hope it resonates with you. And if it doesn't, just leave it. These are my truths and my experiences, and they don't need to be yours. But if you do resonate with it, feel free to subscribe and check out my other social media platforms in the description box below. So today's video, the tutorial on how to see your aura, okay? How to see your aura. For those who are on the spiritual journey, and pretty much all of you who are watching my video, you have undoubtedly come across some level of psychic concepts, psychic abilities, or esoteric information that may entail looking at the aura. And we've all heard of the abilities, the psychic gifts that allow us to do that. Perhaps it's the clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentient, claircognizant, right? The clairs. These are all, in my eyes, the identity of taking your consciousness, moving it up to a higher vibration so that you can engage with the subtle energies. The subtle energies that have existed, that have always existed, beyond just the physical reality that you and I have believed that we only exist in. There's so much more beyond just the physical world. All right, and because of your senses, you have been kind of conditioned to miss out on a lot of those subtle energies. And I talk about that in my book, Becoming the Creator, A Practical Guide to Spirituality and Connection. In chapter 2, specifically an example, I was talking about how there are all these other energies right up over here, specifically regarding to your vision, right? Your reality, what you think is your world, is based on a visible light spectrum that is only just a fraction of the vibrational experience and reality that's out there. There are so many different frequencies and energies and vibrations that have always existed, but because of our five senses and because we don't have the technology or the consciousness to engage with it, we miss out of it. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It just means that we don't have the ability to tap into it, right? So you have for your visible light, there's like gamma rays, infrared rays, ultraviolet rays, etc., right? There are all these subtle energies that exist out there. And so speaking of the physical body, that's what the aura is. It is the subtle energies of the physical body. It is the subtle energies of you as spirit, as an aspect of source, right? These subtle energies are the other aspects to you, the energetic aspects to you beyond just the physical part, okay? Now, when I look at everything in my reality, when I look at objects, when I look at people, when I look at myself, nothing has an actual defined edge to me. Yes, things have a defined edge when I can look at it, but it's beyond that. I see more than what is actually there. So for instance, this book, yes, I see a physical edge to this book, but when I look at this, there's more to this. There's an actual extension of this book. I see an energetic field that goes beyond that, the etheric energies, and then I see even further beyond that. And that's the same thing when relating to people. When I'm looking at that, I see the physical sense, I see the energetic sense to them, and then I see beyond that, which is the aura, the energies that make up the aura, etc. That gives me insight and connection to that person, which I think is really, really needed during a time when we feel more disconnected from anybody. So this is why I'm talking about it today. It's to help you find a subtle connection to people, to find a way for you to connect with them via the aura so that you can have a little more love and compassion for other people as you go along, which can be brought forward through the experience of seeing someone's aura. So as you know, with the physical body, the aura makes up basically the subtle energies that are of your physical body, and you have beyond that, you have the physical, the etheric, the astral, emotional body, you got the mental body and the spiritual body. And so for those that can already see the aura, and when we're talking about the clairs, I feel for a lot of you out there, you are probably not utilizing your clairvoyance like you think that you are with regards to seeing one's aura. Most likely you're utilizing your other clairs most likely the clairaudient and the clairsentient, the ability to be an empath and to feel the energies, like the sense feelings, to sense what's going on, to feel what the subtle energies are around somebody else. And because they're filtering through that way and they're so strong, they're bleeding into your clairvoyance and allowing you to see what you are and creating experience for you to interpret what you were feeling from a visual standpoint. So just for those who are empathic, who have the ability to feel clairsentiently, you're probably using those gifts and they're just bleeding over into the clairvoyance aspect so that you can interpret what you're feeling in a visual concept. All right. So before we go into kind of the 4 things that I think will help you see or how to see an aura, you got to have these 2 things before you start. Number 1, you need to set a clear intention. You are setting an intention that you are going to open up yourself to these subtle energies so that you can see one's aura, right? That needs to be stated. I am opening myself up so I can see the subtle energies that make up the aura, or I am opening myself up to subtle energies so I can see one's aura. The other thing is you have to really believe that you can do it. Because the whole process of what I'm talking about isn't going to do anything for you if you don't actually believe that you can see it. Clear intention, you're opening yourself up to see the aura, and then 1, you truly believe that you can do it. All right, so once you have that basis, that foundation, that you have the clear intention and you truly believe that you can do it, what I think the first exercise for many of you to do, if you're looking to see the aura, is a pretty simple one, right? What you do is you just stick your hand out, put your arm out as far as you can and stick your hand up against a solid homogeneous background, something that's just like all white or one color. I prefer white. I think it's easier to see your aura versus maybe some of you might use black, whatever. And what I want you to do is become extremely present in the moment with regards to your hand, to observe your hand, to see your hand in all the wrinkles or no wrinkles or all the aspects about your hand. How does your hand feel? What does your hand look like? Really, truly get in the moment, in your awareness and mindful of what your hand looks and feels like. So you're actually really connecting in the moment with your physical body, which is in this case, your hand. Look at your hand. Once you've observed your hand, what I want you to do is just kind of move your focus a little bit outside your hand. What is it? Can you see anything around your hand? What is it? Is there an energy? Perhaps some of you might be able to start to see this translucent energetic field that just exists slightly outside of your hand. And even more than that, you might be able to see that around your hand isn't maybe like a translucent field, but it just looks like that it's brighter. Like your hand is emanating a light. We are all energetic beings, vibrational beings, and yes, you will see energy. You may even see that your hand is brighter than the atmosphere of which you are in. Okay? So once you have this little observation, you're in the moment, you're observing your hand, you're grounded, you're aware, you're connecting with your physical body, you're seeing perhaps already some of the subtleness of your hands and the energies around it. What I would then do is I would take my focus away from my hand for about an inch to an inch and a half away from your hand. The reason why you're doing this is because your direct focus, if you've been stuck in the physical senses, your direct focus in eyesight has taken out all the subtle energies and has fixated you on what you believe in to be the true reality, which is just physical. By taking your hand focus away from your hand and just to a pinpoint about an inch and away, what you're doing is now allowing your hand to be in the peripherals of your direct vision, which is allowing those aspects of your sight to be able to filter in and allow the subtle energies before they get filtered out through your direct sight. That is why, for many of you, if you're in a, say, you catch spirit or you may catch shadows or energies out of the corner of your eye, it's the aspects of your vision that you haven't conditioned into the physical that we're trying to tap into by moving our focus away from our eye, away from our hand to be the objects in the peripherals rather than the direct view of it. All right. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to take your hand, you're going to move your focus about an inch and a half away and just soften your gaze a little bit and allow your presence to be there. And just see what comes through energetically from the subtle energies around your hand. You might start to see things become a little bit strange, a little distorted. Perhaps you'll start to see a little bit more of an energetic field. Perhaps you'll see this opaque energy come through, right? This cloudiness that starts to surround your hands. And through that cloudiness, it might start off as white, or like just really this cloudy white that ends up turning into a color, right? You're starting to see the aura. Do that a few times. Practice doing that a few times with your hand. What I will tell you is that for you who are just starting out, you'll probably want to just focus your attention on what you saw. And it's kind of like looking at a skittish kid or a skittish animal. When you put your focus on it, they're going to run away and it's going to disappear because you brought your focus into it, which has limited the subtle energies. So if that happens to you, you lose the sight of the aura because you're bringing your focus in. I know it's hard. This is peripheral. You see something happening, you move your attention, it goes away. Just start over and practice it again. Keep doing it several times, and you'll get better at that. And once you feel like you've gotten a good handle of that, and you really can quite quickly pick up the aura through that process, what I would then do is go to the second exercise that I think the second exercise will help you develop seeing the aura around people rather than just your hand. What I would do is typically after a shower, most likely because you're naked and you're going to be in front of a mirror. In front of the mirror, and hopefully the background is pretty solid, one color, you don't have a lot going on. What you do is you try to do the exact same exercise with your body. Rather than your hand, you're looking into the mirror and you're looking to focus on the aura for the body. I would focus your attention at your shoulders and below. The reason is because when you move from the head, from the shoulders up, what happens is the chakras, which if you don't know much about, each chakra has a different color to it. Go check out my book. I talk about that. What happens is the chakras all kind of come to a node at the top of your head, and it ends up becoming kind of like this bouquet of different colors, okay? And what you're trying to look at is just try to pick up solidary colors at first. So at the shoulders and below, what you get predominantly is kind of what is the main color for your aura and your body, and that helps you see that a little bit better until you get a little bit more proficient where you can start to see the bouquet of colors around your head and above. All right. Work on your body. Do the exact same thing. Look at your shoulders, look at your arms, move your view about an inch away, and see what comes up through the peripherals of your vision. As you continue to do that, as you condition yourself to the subtle energies, you'll be able to do that, be able to see the colors and the subtle energies without having to remove your focus from the physical body, from where you're trying to where you're trying to move your focus outside. You can actually start to see the energies when you put your direct focus on the physical body. All right, so those are really two different exercises that I would work on. I would work on the hands. Once you feel you've gotten pretty good at that, then move to the body, being able to see it through the body. And then the third thing, what I would recommend you doing, and this is absolutely crucial, is that you need to meditate to help raise your frequency. Meditate to raise your vibration. Meditate to heal the things that keep you in a lower vibration. Remember, this is all about moving your consciousness up into a higher level of vibration so you have access to the subtle energies. That's not going to come if you're always being held down by massive rocks of trauma and weight that keeps you in the lower vibration. Work on yourself. Meditation is going to help you bring your body into one with your spirit, your mind, and your emotions. It's going to help you become more harmonious, and also in your meditative states, as you work through your stuff, as you work to heal your things, what I would work on is practice seeing color in your mind. All right, in the meditative state, practice seeing colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, indigo, etc. Practice seeing all those colors and holding those colors for a period of time. What you are doing is conditioning your mind, your mental ability to be able to see and imagine colors in the subtle world of the mental state, so that you can access those things when it comes to visually seeing people out in the real world. Another thing that can help you with that is seeing shapes as well as colors. Accessing geometric shapes and including color can help raise your frequency and fine tune or tune your mental state and your, I would say, the energetic structure for you to get to a state of being that allows you to be able to see and handle the aura and all the other energies that are coming through. Right? If you don't know how to meditate, go check out my book or go see the video I have on this YouTube about how to get into a deep state, a deep meditative state. All right. The last thing I will tell you is that practice. Practice, practice, practice. For any of you who are doing this, you're just starting out. You're not used to doing this. This is not something that you, if you haven't been able to do it, it's not something that you just pick up naturally. It's something that you got to work at doing. It's something that takes time for you to be able to put yourself structurally in a different vibration, to be able to do intake, to be able to handle the subtle energies that exist beyond just the physical realm. That's a massive paradigm shift for you to be able to hear things that aren't actually audible from the physical standpoint, for you to be able to see things, the subtle energies, and for you to be able to feel things, for you to have this precognitive stuff and all the other clairs and abilities, and to see the auras is a massive paradigm shift. So practice, 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 and every little time you do it, every time you do it, even though you may not feel like you're making much progress, you are making progress, and it's helping you move up frequency, allowing you to be able to see the subtle energies such as the aura. All right, public service announcement here. When you start to feel the subtle energy stuff, this isn't, I don't want to make this as a strike you with fear kind of situation. This is just a state of purpose and attention for what you're doing, but you must also have accountability for the things that you are desiring and asking for. There are actions and there are consequences. If you decide you want to open the door to the subtle energies of saying, I want to be able to open the door to see the subtle energies of the aura, there are other experiences that you may be opening yourself up to that you may have difficult swallowing or handling or understanding. All right. That could mean sensing spirit. It could mean being able to see things and hear things that perhaps you weren't really truly aware to see, because by trying to see the aura, you are accessing a field of consciousness and a vibrational experience that incorporates other things besides just seeing the aura. All right. So I hope that helps you. I think this is a wonderful thing for you to learn because it offers you a subtle insight, a deeper connection with people beyond just the physical means of interacting, that offer so much more connection and love and compassion that I think we need more than ever in this time period. So I hope that helps you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and we'll talk to you soon.